Hi, everyone. So I wanted to do a quick experiment in terms of, does the glass that you use to pour your whiskey into really matter, specifically in terms of nosing the whiskey, getting the aromas out of the glass, and tasting it as well. So for the experiment, I just randomly wanted to use a high proof whiskey. I'm using this Larceny Barrel Proof Batch C924. It's 125.1 proof. I have higher proofs, but I thought this was really good because I really love the aromas out of this. I think I get some notes of chocolate, specifically oak and other aromas as well. But I wanted to use that as the experiment, and I wanted to use your basic, rocks glass, which I don't usually use to drink a neat pour at home. I guess if you're in a restaurant, that could happen. I would usually use this for a cocktail, but we'll try it out of a rocks glass, and obviously you can see, it's quite a large opening there. Then I would use your traditional Glencairn glass like that with a little bit of a narrow opening. And then actually even a little bit more narrow would be something like this. Almost looks like a wine glass, but it's a very small, it's really kind of like a port glass. But actually I got this glass when I did a Jack Daniel's whiskey tasting on a cruise, and they gave us this and I was able to keep it. And it's very, you can see it's kind of like even narrower than the Glencairn, just slightly at the top. So I wanted to try these three. I'm going to work it up from the largest, like this one, the rocks, to the Glencairn, to that special glass from the Jack Daniel's tasting. So this is kind of a wide rocks glass. I want to see, as we go next to each other, if there's more aroma coming from the narrower glasses at the top. Well, for sure I'm getting more aroma out of that one. I can definitely detect that. And now I want to kind of see this. There is something to it. Each one, the narrower, I definitely get more aroma. I don't think it's going to be as much on the taste, but let's just try that as well. Cheers. Such a good pour. And now the Glencairn. Cheers. I'll tell you my thoughts after I finish this third one, and then this one. Cheers. It actually does relate to the taste too, because as you're tasting it, you're also inhaling some of the aromas as well, and it's definitely a better experience with the narrow glasses. So I can eliminate the rocks glass on that one easily, and then actually I want to see if this slightly narrower tip actually makes a difference. So even slightly, you can get a little bit more aroma, because what it is the narrower at the top pushes all the aromas into a more straight path and into your nose, rather than like in a rocks glass where it just so wide it just dissipates in different areas. It doesn't necessarily go right in your nose. So cheers. So these are very close. You actually get a little bit more aroma, a little more of the taste concentrated in a straight line rather than the rocks glass. But basically, in a really quick, not too scientific way, but I can definitely tell you that the glass that you're using does matter, very specifically in the nosing and the taste as well. Definitely the Glencairn and other glasses that have a narrower tip certainly are better for nosing and really get a taste out of a neat pour. But as with how you drink the whiskey, whether it be neat, rocks, ice, with a cocktail, a few drops of water, whatever it is, just like this, whatever glass you use, there is no right or wrong. It's however you like it, and that's all that matters. Cheers. Take care.